Ripple's master plan. You can really see it taking shape. You can see where they're going now with this, and it is big. The flip the switch moment for the XRP Ledger. If you can't see it, I don't know what to tell you because every single day a new puzzle piece falls into place. We are getting close. Let's take a look at this today on junglelinkxrp.com. Ripple builds the full stack for tokenized markets on the XRP Ledger. Again, this is going to be a global hub that will connect traditional financial markets, blockchains, everything globally. This just hub of trade and liquidity and payments. And it's much more complicated than just saying, all right, fine, we have tokenized the stock, we have a representation on the blockchain. It gets complicated. Let's blow this up here a little bit, this thumbnail here. When you're looking at, issuance, that's part of it. We got that down. That's easy. Tokenize that stock, put it on the ledger. That's what this technology was built for. But we've had to incorporate stable coins like RLUSD and Circle on the XRP ledger. That's your pipe into TradFi. You're in with the Federal Reserve and how to, really link these systems together. So important. And that is building steam, getting more liquidity, getting, much higher market cap as we continue. Custody is a big part. We saw how important that is here with that Bitcoin hardware wallet hack here. This stuff has to be enterprise level, not some Mickey Mouse stuff. Credit and lending. You have to be able to borrow against assets. They're building that functionality out now. Lending on the chain, probably doing some underwriting off chain, right? The traditional financial behemoths out there, that's how they operate. And it's going to be some melding of these worlds, of the blockchain and TradFi. Yield and collateral and compliance controls, record keeping, right? We have to know with certainty who owns that stock, who has that investment. Are you allowed to participate in these markets? It's wildly complicated. And we're seeing every day a new partnership, a new investment. It is wild. It is rapidly taking shape here. We see tokenized money market funds, all sorts of stuff coming together, which really will be the launch pad for this next leg up. Now we're seeing huge progress. The XRP Ledger notes 25% RWA holders surge as Ripple pushes for mass adoption. XRP Ledger sees rapid surge in users entering its RWA ecosystem. So the fastest growing RWA chain in the world today, it just made a 25% surge. Doesn't get any bigger than that. We are just firing on all cylinders. We see VET saying the following: XRP everywhere, but also bringing assets from other networks to the XRP Ledger. I'm telling you, as you hook these blockchains up to the XRP Ledger, move interesting assets over, this is going to be a place you're going to want to trade. You're going to want to do swaps. You're going to want to do your transactions because it's fast, it's cheap, it's scalable. It just makes sense. We are going to pull a lot of that liquidity off of other networks and onto ours. Interesting announcement here, what Vet's talking about by Axelar. The XRP Ledger and the XRP Ledger EVM sidechain are now live on Axelar app, unlocking new routes for multiple assets to move across chains without friction. I haven't heard a lot about the EVM sidechain. I was wondering, are they still working on that? Is that a thing of the past? Well, here we have a big announcement with Axelar leveraging that technology. That's a big deal. And hopefully they continue to support that infrastructure. We see that, leveraged by other people out there as well. So you have some programmability in this tech stack, and we will get light programmability on the XRP Ledger at some point in time. Evernorth, again, same thing. We look, January 2025, 73 million tokenized real-world assets. This is how far we've come. December 2025, 900 million. That in its own right is huge. From 73 million to 900 million in 1 year's time. Today, where we stand today, 4.3 billion. Spot XRP ETFs have brought in roughly 1.5 billion since launching November 2025. That's a fast pace. If it wasn't for Bitcoin ETF, you look at that and be like, this is a superstar ETF. Like, that's big. That's a fast-growing, successful ETF. There's demands out there. This investment is sticking. That's a big deal. And so when we look at this, the tokenized number is going up quickly. Tokenized assets, RWAs, the ETF is vacuuming up supply. It's only going to get more profound as we continue and we enter into a growth phase. Wolf of Wall Street saying Ripple XRP President Monica Long says institutional digital asset adoption has shifted from pilots to real-world use. That's a big deal. Back in the day, we'd hear about these different pilots testing the technology. Nothing ever came of it. It's not like that now. We heard uh, of an exploratory, partnership with Ripple in January this year. Now it's live. Like, this stuff is going live today, very quickly. It's nothing like what we saw in the past where it was just testing. No, they are getting ready to go wild. Now, the scam detective. He put, look, only 0.73% of XRP accounts have been active the last week. And that sounds awful. That sounds like a dead chain, right? Well, I said, well, only 0.73% of XRP accounts were active in the last week. We look at Glass node numbers, and we, take a look at the Bitcoin network. About 1.3% of all Bitcoin addresses are active. Not that big a difference here. So by the same logic, we say, well, Bitcoin's dead. Of course, he's not saying that, is he? A huge percentage of blockchain accounts, savings, custody, exchanges, dormant addresses, long-term investors, like cherry-picking inactive accounts without context proves nothing. We are seeing more action on the XRP Ledger. We want to see that grow even more, for sure. But that's part of blockchain. A lot of people, they invest, they hold their value, and they don't touch it. And that's okay. You can use blockchain any way you want. It's not for scams to tell you how it should be done. Watcher Guru saying Wells Fargo, America's third largest bank, is launching tokenized deposits for corporate clients. Everyone's getting into blockchain. It's going to keep expanding. And before you know it, we'll hit this tipping point where more things are on the blockchain than not. That's just the way this will continue. The growth is going to blow your mind. Raul Paul saying AI agents just made crypto's addressable market infinite. When we look at this, agents aren't just smarter tools for people. They are economic actors in their own rights. They hold wallets, spend money, run businesses, transact with other agents, and never take a break. The scale of blockchain use can be, absolutely mind-boggling. Not just the amount of people on the planet, but even much higher. I don't know about if it's infinite, like he's saying, but it's quite large. And those are the exact kind of users that are going to use blockchain. And they're not going to care about all the nonsense. They're just going to go to what works. And we see the XRP Ledger, again, being a leader in this area. Already over 1 million agentic transactions on the blockchain, and it's in the DNA. This is a microtransaction blockchain. This is a blockchain that, AI agents can use in scale. We see Nick saying the following: hodling Bitcoin has never been more devastating. And we've been through tough times, right? But if you don't have other assets, we see S&P 500, NASDAQ, you're sitting here, you're getting crushed. Those assets are ripping to all-time highs. It can be hard. I mean, good lesson, right? You don't want to be all in one thing. But beyond that, I can tell you there's going to be times when stocks are going down and crypto is ripping and roaring. And so I wouldn't flip all of my crypto into stocks. That's not going to be a good way, because you're going to see the inverse of this chart at some point. You're going to be kicking yourself. But that does make, when an asset is kind of not doing what you'd expect, and we're in a bear market and it ain't great. Again, this can make it more painful. He is not wrong, that's for sure. We see Laura Shen. If crypto wants institutions, it has to accept accountability. We're seeing stuff like this hack with Cold Carter. They're like, oh, well, what do you want us to do about it? A lot of stuff happens. I would say even things like strategy, where it helps us today, and so no one calls it out. No one says, that is nonsense. That's not our business. We're just like, hey, pushes Bitcoin up. We love it. We have to do better at policing ourselves. And when I say we, I mean, really, what are we going to do? We just invest in stuff. But the people that run this industry, they have to do a better job. I agree with Laura there. Lastly, we see billionaire Arthur Hayes just said Bitcoin bottom is absolutely in. Begin a rise to the 1 million Bitcoin. We are about to go parabolic soon. I like Arthur's enthusiasm here. I'm not saying the crypto market won't get that big over time, but I don't think it's going to go right from here to the top. You let me know what you think down below. As always, please like, please subscribe. The revolution will be televised right here on Jungle Link.